Hey! Hi, how you doing? This is the Gamertron and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. So Titanfall 2 is finally here. And oh my god, it's so good. Now, for those of you who have been following my channel and keeping up with my opinions and preferences on video games, you would know that Titanfall, the original Titanfall, is one of my favorite first-person shooters of all time. And it's my #1 favorite multiplayer FPS. Or at least, it was until now. Now, I've made it pretty clear that I'm very picky when it comes to multiplayer PvP. I'm not a fan at all of the mainstream PvP names like Call of Duty, Battlefield, League of Legends, Counter-Strike, and even Team Fortress 2. I'm just not a big fan of those PvP multiplayer games, even though everyone else in the world seems to love them. So I'm very picky, I'm very specific with what I like in multiplayer, especially in PvP. So it's very peculiar for me to be excited over a game's multiplayer. I don't think I've ever been more excited for a multiplayer than I have with Titanfall 2. Since I love the first Titanfall's multiplayer so much, I didn't think anything, not even its sequel, could surpass it. Oh boy, was I wrong, because Titanfall 2 is not only a better multiplayer PvP experience than the first Titanfall, it is, for me, the absolute best and now my absolute favorite multiplayer PvP of all time. Titanfall 2's multiplayer is simply near perfection. Near perfection. It's so well balanced, enables both casual and competitive play, has a healthy variety of game modes, excellent maps to play on, simply fantastic and addictive customization and progression. But most importantly, most important of all, it's just so much fun to play. I have never had this much fun playing PvP multiplayer ever. I've played well over 1,000 hours of the first Titanfall, and as incredible as that over 1,000 hours were in the first one, they pale in comparison to the experiences and the multiplayer matches I've had in Titanfall 2 for the over 40 hours I've been playing it. The addition of the brand new weapons, pilot tactical abilities, the new 6 Titans and their abilities, the setup of the game modes, the construction and level design of the maps, all of it combining and meshing together to create a multiplayer PvP experience that is, to me, unmatched, into just how much of a visual spectacle it is, in how much you can actually do, in how it has almost everything you're looking for in a multiplayer game. Also, I didn't think I would adore the changes made from Titanfall 1 to 2 as much as I do. The brand new 6 Titans with their specific weapons, loadouts, and abilities add such magnificent variety and unique tactics to the multiplayer that just have moments in multiplayer matches that are simply mind-blowing, jaw-dropping, like sniping a pilot out of the air with a laser blast from Ion, killing minions, pilots, and Titans all at once with a well-placed flame trap, or everyone's favorite, slicing and dicing pilots and Titans alike with Ronin's sword. The Titans not only add these wonderful dynamics to the gameplay, but are just so much fun. There's so much fun in their design, in their abilities, in their weapons, each one of them supporting multiple different playstyles depending on how you use them, each one of them having unique and diverse personalities. And the great thing about the Titans of Titanfall 2's multiplayer is that if you want to main one Titan, you can, but because of having these 6 unique Titans, there's kind of a hero shooter MOBA element to it, similar to, say, Rainbow Six Siege or Overwatch, where depending on the situation and the team composition you have, maybe you'd be best suited taking a North Star over a Legion, depending on what Titans your team's bringing and what Titans the enemy team has. Because the game is so well balanced that not one Titan stands out as being the almighty best Titan. There is no OP Titan. Each Titan has their strengths and weaknesses. While Scorch and Legion are tanks and can do hefty amounts of damage, they're also massive targets and are slow, while Northstar and Ronin can also do a ridiculous ton of damage, one up close, one from afar. And while they both can move at incredible speeds, they are extremely squishy if not handled with care. And while Ion and Tone have great loadouts and kits for dealing with both pilots and Titans, they don't handle aggressive close quarters combat well. So again, while you can have a Titan as your main, you can have your favorite Titan that you prefer using over the other Titans. There is, however, no harm in getting to know them all, because even though one Titan may not suit your certain playstyle, each of them are incredibly fun and epic in their own way. I mean, come on, we got Titans that spit out fire, Titans that have jetpacks, Titans with swords, and Titans with giant miniguns. It's a sci-fi action nuts dream come true. Now, I've been talking a lot about the Titans, because no duh, the game's called Titanfall, but pilot gameplay is just as mesmerizing and fun and exhilarating as the first game, even more so. Now, with the addition and expansion of tactical abilities, the reworked movement system with the sliding mechanic, and just so much more customization. I love the new pilot tactical abilities, and I love the different visual aesthetics for each of the different pilots. They're recognizable, they're memorable, and again, add great variety and flair to the multiplayer. And these tactical abilities really do change up the way you interact with other players. The now infamous grappling hook ability is such a wonderful add-on and addition to the movement system, allowing you to pull off crazy epic stunts and take advantage of your environment even more so than before. The new pulse knife tactical ability has so many wonderful utilities attached to it. Being able to reveal enemy positions for both you and your teammates, being able to throw it across the map, and the most fun and epic part of all, you can kill people with it. I've only managed to do that a couple of times, and I gotta tell you, it feels so good. And then we have what is possibly my favorite tactical ability, Phase Shift, which adds just such a unique and wonderful gameplay dynamic, making you invulnerable and invisible for a very short period of time. It's an incredibly useful and incredibly skillful ability that, if mastered, gives you a huge advantage of the battlefield, but only if mastered. Just like the Titans, there is no pilot tactical ability that is overpowered or better than the rest. It all depends on your playstyle and what you prefer. But again, just like with the Titans, depending on your team composition and the enemy team composition, you may want to consider trying out the different tactical abilities. You never know when a particle shield wall or hollow pilot may come in handy. And then there's the weapons. The wonderful, wonderful weapons, most of them returning from the first Titanfall with some brilliant new additions. Each and every weapon looking, sounding, and feeling great. The weapons are just fantastic. I really don't know what else to say. They're fantastic. From visuals to audio to mechanics to just shooting the damn things, the weapons are wonderful. I love the guns. The guns are fantastic. And there's an enormous variety of them. I already thought the first Titanfall had a decent arsenal of weapons. But damn, have Respawn outdone themselves. There are so many fun toys to play around with. The Mastiff shotgun, the double take sniper rifle, the Devotion LMG, ooh, the L-Star laser weapon, or the EPG. Oh, I love the EPG. The weapons in this game are just fantastic. Must play, must try out. The weapons are great. And that leaves us with the different multiplayer game modes and the maps. And the multiplayer game modes and the maps have been constructed in such a way that they're just, well, so good. So damn good. Each of the game modes and maps, depending on which game mode you're playing on what map you're playing on, allow for wonderful, unique multiplayer experiences. Intense tugs of war, all-out gunfights, intense struggles for control, or just having a good old time shooting the shit at each other. Bounty Hunt is a wonderful new game mode that combines elements of attrition and PvE and PvP elements, where both teams fighting each other also have to fight a third hostile AI-controlled faction of minions, who you gain money from by killing them, and have to deposit that money in banks. And this leads to some crazy moments of rushing to get to the bank, killing other players to steal their money to take to your bank, and enemy teams desperately slaughtering one another to slaughter the AI. It's all out, but at times, well-placed war. And then there's everybody's favorite returning game mode, Attrition, where two enemy teams of players allied with AI minions try to utterly destroy each other as fast as possible, gaining points. But the brand new enemy units, introduced in the single-player campaign, make their way into multiplayer. The deadly robotic Stalkers and Reapers, that just ratchet up the intensity and the overall epicness of Attrition, having these relentless Terminator-like and almost mini-Titan-like robots causing chaos on the battlefield is just a sight to behold. Then we have a game mode like Last Titan Standing. Last Titan Standing hugely improved thanks to the addition of the 6 new Titans. Last Titan Standing is extremely competitive, challenging, and reliant on what I said earlier about Titan team composition. It's intense, exciting, competitive, and just a phenomenal multiplayer experience, Last Titan Standing. And then we have the brand new 1v1 game mode, the Coliseum, which in itself is unique and memorable and tons of fun. You cannot wait to get into the Coliseum. And it's so remarkably satisfying when you win a match in the Coliseum, earning those exclusive cosmetics and rewards. So good. So yeah, everything about Titanfall 2's multiplayer is absolutely bloody brilliant. Bloody perfection. Must buy, must play. Whether it be the Titans, the pilots, the weapons, the maps, the game modes, Titanfall 2 multiplayer is goddamn near perfection. But why am I only saying near perfection? Because really, there's only two things keeping Titanfall 2's multiplayer from absolute perfection. two things that I am absolutely shocked and confused that Respawn Entertainment left out of Titanfall 2's multiplayer. So here comes the only two negatives I have with Titanfall 2's multiplayer. Where the hell is Frontier Defense, and where the hell are the bots? First off, Frontier Defense. Frontier Defense was the second most popular game mode in the original Titanfall. Frontier Defense, the PvE survival co-op horde mode, introduced in summer of 2014, is what reinvigorated life into the original Titanfall. The Titanfall player base, the Titanfall community, everybody friggin' loves Frontier Defense. So why is your second most popular game mode from the original game not in the sequel at launch? Now, I have no doubt, due to high demand from fans in the community, that Frontier Defense will return sometime down the line as free DLC, as, oh yeah, all DLC in Titanfall 2 will be free. New maps, new weapons, new cosmetics included. That is also goddamn amazing and another reason you need to play Titanfall 2, so I have no doubt that Frontier Defense will return sometime down the line as a free update. But why the hell is it not in the game at launch? Your second most popular game mode from the first game. Why is it not in your sequel at launch? I don't get it. Where is Frontier Defense? Why is it not in the game at launch? I don't get it. I don't get the mindset. I don't get the idea. Respawn, come on guys, you're brilliant, you're geniuses, but you didn't really think that people would want to see Frontier Defense at launch? I mean, again, second most popular game mode in your game, and it's... I don't get it. I don't get why Frontier Defense isn't here. I know we're going to get it later. I'm positive we're going to get it later. I'm 100% sure we're going to get it as a free update months down the line. But the fact that it's not in the game at launch, it just confuses me. Your second most popular game mode, not in your sequel. What? But besides Frontier Defense, my number one issue with Titanfall 2's multiplayer, I am so deeply troubled that Respawn did not learn from their biggest mistake, and their biggest mistake was not having a single-player campaign in the first Titanfall. Their biggest mistake was the first Titanfall was not having bots, was not having offline play. What the fuck? Come on, Respawn, for fuck's sakes. And I'm going to be raising a fuss about this, and I'm going to be making multiple videos about this because I love your game. Respawn, I adore your game. Titanfall 2 has become one of my favorite games of all time, one of my favorite first-person shooters of all time. It's multiplayer, your multiplayer. Titanfall 2 multiplayer has become my favorite multiplayer of all time. So the fact that you don't have bots, and I'm not talking about minions, I'm not talking about AI grunts, I'm talking about pilot bots, I'm talking about player bots, I'm talking Unreal Tournament bots, I'm talking proper multiplayer bots. Come on, Respawn. Why? You guys have worked so hard on this game. Why would you not want to historically preserve it so that years down the line, people can buy and play Titanfall 2 and not only experience the single-player campaign, but experience the multiplayer even when no one's playing it even more a decade from now? Come on, Respawn, you've crafted something amazing, you've crafted something wonderful here. I just want everyone to be able to experience it, and as long as there isn't bots, not everyone is going to be able to experience Titanfall 2 multiplayer. You have something so amazing here with Titanfall 2 multiplayer. Please, and I'm going to be advocating this, I'm going to be making multiple videos on this. Let's get bots. Let's get proper multiplayer bots in Titanfall 2, come on. Here's the thing, however. Those are my only complaints about Titanfall 2 multiplayer. The lack of one game mode, one PvE co-op game mode, and the lack of bots, because besides that, Titanfall 2 multiplayer, like I've been saying throughout most of this video, is goddamn amazing. And if you love first-person shooters, and if you love multiplayer first-person shooters, first-person shooter multiplayer, if you love that, if that is your jam, if that is your game, if you have fond memories of Unreal Tournament, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the original Titanfall, just classic arena multiplayer shooters, multiplayer first-person shooters in general, if you love multiplayer first-person shooters, if you love spectacle, if you love explosions, if you love good goddamn fun sci-fi action, you need to play Titanfall 2. I know for a fact I'm going to be playing Titanfall 2 for years and years and years. I goddamn love this game. I goddamn love Titanfall 2 multiplayer. I may even love it more than the single player. It's that goddamn good. Blew my expectations out of the damn water. So yeah, that's Titanfall 2 multiplayer, and that's been a video. I hope you liked the video. If you did indeed like the video in any way, shape, or form, please be sure to hit the like button. Hitting the like button helps you, helps me, it helps everybody involved with the video. If you hit the like button, please leave a comment. What are your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on Titanfall 2 multiplayer? Let me know your thoughts, feelings, and opinions in the comment section below. I love reading comments. Getting nearly enough comments, please leave a comment. If you want to help out and support this video, then please consider sharing it on social media, Twitter and Facebook. And if you want to help out and support me directly, then please consider pledging and becoming a patron on my Patreon. Anyways, guys, that's been a video. I'll see you all later. Seriously though, if you love PvP multiplayer first-person shooters, you need to own Titanfall 2. I freaking love it so much.